So Arizona scored twice in the first quarter. Arizona is a game up now for the top seed in the NFC with a win total on the DraftKings Sportsbook here, guys, sitting at 13.5. So a two-part question. How much do you like the Cardinals to go over that mark at plus 115 odds? And do you think they'll need to get the 14 wins in order to hold off the Bucs and Packers for that first-round bye, Geoff?
I think the Cardinals are a good team. Obviously, we know that they've won games without Kyler Murray. I don't want to take this bet, though. We're essentially asking them to go 4-1 over their last 5 games, and they've got the Rams, Cowboys, Colts, and then you've got the last game where, they may not need to win, and then they could rest their players against Seattle, who probably isn't smart enough to rest Russell Wilson. Maybe they don't care about resting him because he won't be back. Anyways, it just really works down to his scheduling thing with this line. I just don't think you're getting enough juice to take on all these tough teams, plus the fact that you may not even be getting their starters playing in the final game. No, I don't like this one. I do like the Cardinals long term. They're probably still not getting enough respect in the futures. This is a very solid team that, like I said, has been winning without their best players all year.
Hey, Pearce, they're not getting enough juice. Do you agree with Geoff?
I'm not on board based on what we saw yesterday. That's great. They won. They beat the Bears. But if you look at 3 of those drives, one drive was 28 yards, one was 15 yards, one was 12 yards. They blew out the Bears because Andy Dalton was throwing these bad interceptions. They did have a 74-yard drive. They looked good in the no huddle. But again, that was aided by a big James Conner run and a big reception by James Conner. They looked okay. I think more of the talk should be about this defense. Robert Alford just does not get enough credit. He's been one of the highest PFF-graded cornerbacks in football. He missed all of last season because of a major injury, missed all of the season before that because of a major injury. And that's kind of the theme of this Cardinals defense, is that they've got a lot of guys that we don't expect to play well that are actually playing a little bit better, but they're not playing good enough to go on that kind of a run to be worth this bet.
I mean, they didn't need to really put together any of those sustained drives against the Bears. The Bears were just like crapping all over themselves, as you mentioned, all the interceptions there. Jules, how do you feel here? You think they need to get the 14 wins? They had a good bet, plus 115. You think they need to get the 14 wins to hold off the Packers and Bucs?
They might need to, but I'm kind of with Geoff here, just in terms of taking this now. You're betting on too much unknown. What we do know is that they're going to play 3 teams that are going to be motivated and need to win, that being the Rams, the Colts, and the Cowboys. Those teams are all going to be obviously trying to win those games for their own playoff hopes. The Lions are in there. I'll give them that W for sure. But it comes down to that Seahawks game. Arizona's probably going to win 13 or 14 games, but I'm not comfortable betting on it because, yes, that last game, if the Bucs or Packers do have a slip-up and it doesn't come down to it, to them needing to win, Arizona could absolutely rest everybody. And we saw yesterday, for some reason, Pete Carroll is absolutely jacked up to improve to 4-8. So maybe Seattle does try and win that game against all Arizona's second or third stringers. I just feel like I don't know enough. I can't predict enough of the future to want to invest in this.